Good Wednesday, everyone. Had to think about that for just a second. These holiday weeks, it's like, is it Monday? Is it Friday? Is it? Yeah. So yesterday, a lot of us had a Monday on a Tuesday. And now we're on Wednesday, so let's just jump forward to this thing, right? But no, these short weeks can sometimes seem like they're longer weeks, but you never know, right? Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union bringing us our weather headlines. Still monitoring a flash flood risk through Thursday. I don't think we'll see as many issues today as we did yesterday. There were a lot of flood advisories issued around the region for Tuesday afternoon and evening. Some of you all got a darn good rain. Others of you are saying, Mark, where's my rain? Sit tight. Hopefully you'll get some before this is all said and done. Strong storms are possible Thursday, gusty winds being the main threat. Hot and humid Friday. If you've missed summer, it's coming back for Friday, but don't get too used to it. Got another cold front coming Friday night into Saturday with more showers and storms, and then a cooler and drier Sunday. Premier Generators bringing us our level of concern for our Wednesday. We're level 1, more general thunderstorms and a low-end flash flood risk. Similar to yesterday, but I don't think we'll see as many storms around the area as we did yesterday. Clearview Closet and Blind brings us our 5-day forecast. And Wednesday, today, 50% chance. Highs in the upper 70s. Thursday, 90% chance for rain and storms. Highs in the mid 70s. South winds 5 to 10, gusting to 20. It's been a while since we've had a breezy day. Friday, partly cloudy and hot. Highs in the mid 80s. Over around Nashville, Memphis, they're going to be in the mid 90s. So yikes. If you've missed summer, it's coming back briefly for Friday before another cold front. We're already in the battle of this season, so it's a little early. But, what can you do? Saturday, 70% chance of rain and storms. This is Friday night into Saturday. I think the first half of the day, Saturday's looking wetter than the second half. I'll keep you posted on that. And then Sunday, we're back to mostly sunny and cooler. Highs in the low 70s. Premier Generators bringing us our threat outlook. Monitoring that threat for storms on Thursday. The Storm Prediction Center has now highlighted all of our area in the marginal risk. That is the lowest of the 5 risk categories. So it's not to be ignored, but it's not to be overly worried about either. So damaging wind gusts would be the main threat, with a line that may come through with the front. So hard to believe we're already talking about that. It is a little early. Fall is our secondary peak in severe weather season, but normally we mean like the latter part of October into November. But here we are. And then we got that flash flood risk through Thursday. That'll be a little bit higher tomorrow than today as far as things look right now. Wyckoff Realtors bringing us our extended threats. The good news is next week looks quiet. Of course, if anything develops in the tropics, that would change. But right now, things are looking okay. Bramall Travel bringing us our on this day in history, 1821. A hurricane made landfall at Long Island. Near Kennedy Airport. So, my goodness, then moved through western Connecticut. The hurricane produced a record tide at New York City. 1954, an area-to-air mass continues. Crossville, we had a high of 92, despite a morning low of 50. So, chilly in the morning with a jacket, and you're absolutely burning up in the afternoon. 1961, Denver, Colorado received a little over 4 inches of snow, their earliest snow on record. And then in 1970, during the early evening hours in the middle of a hailstorm in Coffeyville, Kansas, a stone 17.5 inches in circumference and nearly 2 pounds in weight was recovered. It was the largest measured hailstone in U.S. weather records. That was later beat out by another hailstone in, I think, South Dakota. Average stone size from this storm was 5 inches in diameter. Can you imagine me warning you all for 5-inch diameter hail? I think we'd all just run for the hills or dig a hole and crawl in it. That would be terrible. But my goodness, what an active day in 1970. And the Meteorologist Mark weather newsletter is out. I published that last night. You can get a link to that on the app or the website. Got some good stuff in there this time. And you can always download that Meteorologist Mark app for free. Just find it in your app store, both Apple and Android. Or you can follow me at meteorologistmark.com and get all those updates as soon as I push those out. You folks have a wonderful Wednesday and keep looking up. And for even more weather information, just go to that website or download that app.